Friday, the 16th of May in the year 2025. And this is directly from the shelter in Kiev, Radio Shelter. And I'm Tony Eastern, and we love to bring you tonight some catchy rock and pop songs that we are sure you will understand and enjoy. A rough start this evening, some energy. Take back the power, the interrupters.
What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time to take back the power. What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time to take back the power. What you gonna do when they show up in black suits on your street in army boots? And they'll silence you. What you gonna say when they strip your rights away and the tax man makes you pay for every bit of sweat you fed today? We don't need to run and hide. We won't be pushed off to the side. What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time to take back the power. What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time to take back the power. Who you gonna trust when the judge is so unjust and the jury must discuss? Say you don't look like one of us. Where you gonna turn now the court has been adjourned and the lessons that you've learned are not as many as the bridges burn. We don't need to run and hide. We won't be pushed off to the side. What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time to take back the power. What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time to take back the power. We don't need to run and hide. We won't be pushed off to the side. What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time to take back the power. What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time to take back the power. What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time to take back the power. Let's take back the power. Let's take back the power.
Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? Take back the power from the interrupters. The band is a punk band from Los Angeles and founded in 2011. The song is from 2015, and although it is very well known, it never reached the hit lists. The group still thinks and consists of three brothers and a girl singer, and May Allen. The song is about being strong and independent and is often used in this respect. And indeed, it has a lot of power. Talking about power and powerful, let's go to Marina. Hi, Marina. I think although it is full spring, we're still waiting on warm weather. How are you? And how is Kiev?
Hi, Tony. I'm a bit ashamed as I have to tell every week the same story. No real news about any ceasefire and bombing every day, and so much different news about the talks that nobody knows what is really going on. Let's just hope that Trump has real influence. It is, I think, especially tragic for young children who grew up in the war time and do not know better. I stay hopeful, although it makes no sense not to be. Next time, I'll tell you about my music. Talk to you next week, and I enjoyed your songs. Bye, Tony. Or should I say, so long?
Thank you, Marina, and I'm glad you like it. Good to see you're keeping up your good and positive mood. Till next week. On now to something old fashioned but nice. Diane and the Bellmans with Teenager in Love.
Each time we have a quarrel, it almost breaks my heart, 'cause I'm so afraid that we will have to part. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? One day I feel so happy, the next day I feel so sad. I guess I'll learn to take the good with the bad, 'cause each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? I cried a tear for nobody but you. I'll be a lonely one if you should say we're through. Well, if you want to make me cry, that won't be so hard to do. If you should say goodbye, I'll still go on loving you. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? I cried a tear for nobody but you. I'll be a lonely one if you should say we're through. Well, if you want to make me cry, that won't be so hard to do. And if you should say goodbye, I'll still go on loving you. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? Why must I be a teenager in love? Why must I be a teenager in love? Why must I be a teenager?
Teenager in Love, Diane and the Bellmans. It is really soft music and probably just dedicated to attract girls. And it did. The guys are from the Bronx in New York and have Italian origins. They founded the band in 1957, and this number is from 1959. It became a reasonable hit, and I would say it is timeless. They use it these days still for commercials and for more things, as the theme of somebody who feels sorry for himself to be in love is also timeless. Dine himself is Dine Dimitri and is still touring, although the other band members have died. A doo-wop song, and a good one, written by two famous writers in the late 50s and early 60s, Doc Pomus and Mart Schumann. Nice, relaxing song. Now on to Dutch girl duo with the song Tonight, Louis Lane.
Take a little time out, boy. Could it be we're moving just a little
Tonight by Louis Lane, a Dutch group of two sisters, Monique and Suzanne Kleeman. They started in 1982 and they are still around. In fact, they had their 40 years existence celebration this year, this very year. They had a good career and were even in the foreprogram of Prince. I think personally that their music is a bit in between many music styles, and that might be a bit of a problem to get a big fan audience. This song is written by two Dutch guys, Jeroen den Hengst and Bart van Poppel, known from the Analogues, the Beatle performers. Our next song is an acoustic one. Let Her Go, Passenger.
Where you only need the light when it's burning low, only miss the sun when it starts to snow, only know you love her when you let her go, only know you've been high when you're feeling low, only hate the road when you're missing home, only know you love her when you let her go, and you let her go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. But dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see it when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch only dies. 'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low, only miss the sun when it starts to snow, only know you love her when you let her go, only know you've been high when you're feeling low, only hate the road when you're missing home, only know you love her when you let her go. Staring at the ceiling in the dark, same old empty feeling in your heart. Love comes slow and it goes so fast. Where you see it when you fall asleep, but never to touch and never to keep, 'cause you loved her too much and you dive too deep. 'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low, only miss the sun when it starts to snow, only know you love her when you let her go, only know you've been high when you're feeling low, only hate the road when you're missing home, only know you love her when you let her go, and you let her go. Oh, 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 no. And you let her go. And oh, oh, no. And you let her go. Where you only need the light when it's burning low, only miss the sun when it starts to snow, only know you love her when you let her go, only know you've been high when you're feeling low, only hate the road when you're missing home, only know you love her when you let her go. 'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low, only miss the sun when it starts to snow, only know you love her when you let her go, only know you've been high when you're feeling low, only hate the road when you're missing home, only know you love her when you let her go. and you let her go.
Let her go, Passenger. Passenger is in fact Mike Rosenberg, an English guy born in Brighton. They were with two guys in the past, but they split up, and Mike decided to keep the name Passenger alive. The song is from 2012 and deals about that you only know what you lost when it's gone. The song comes from the album All the Little Lights and was a world hit with many number one positions. There are million sales of this song, and on internet Mike is very popular and very active. Still very, very active. Our next song is a French song, as Radio Shelter likes the diversity. Voyage, Voyage by Desireless.
Au-dessus des vieux volcans, glisse tes ailes sous le tapis du vent. Voyage, voyage, éternellement. De nuages en marécage, de vent d'Espagne en pluie d'Équateur. Voyage, voyage, vole dans les hauteurs. Au-dessus des capitales, des idées fatales. Regarde l'océan. Voyage, voyage, plus loin que la nuit et le jour. Voyage, dans l'espace inouï de l'amour. Voyage, voyage, sur l'eau sacrée d'un fleuve indien. Voyage, et jamais ne reviens. Sur le Gange ou l'Amazone, chez les Blacks, chez les Sikhs, chez les Jaunes. Voyage, voyage, dans tout le royaume. Sur les dunes du Sahara, des îles Fidji au Fujiyama. Voyage, voyage, ne t'arrête pas. Au-dessus des barbelés, des cœurs bombardés.
The group Desireless with Voyage Voyage, a world hit in 1986. In many countries, it became number one, and also in non French speaking countries. It gives a melancholic flavor, but belonged, people say, to that period in time. It is about traveling without borders, and in fact, about freedom. Voyage means, of course, traveling. The singer is the only person in Desireless, and just like the song before, a sort of group name with only one member. She is Claude Fritsch Mentrop and born in 1952 in Paris. Still active with modern sorts of music, which was in the 80s called the New Wave. Special song that really stands out, this one. A last song for tonight is a song which makes an optimistic impression. Ariana Grande with Save Your Tears.
I saw you dancing in a crowded room. You look so happy when I'm not with you. But then you saw me, caught you by surprise. A single teardrop falling from your eye. I don't know why I run away. I'll make you cry when I run away. Take me back, 'cause I wanna stay. Save your tears for another. Save your tears for another day. Save your tears for another day. Met you once under a Pisces moon. I kept my distance 'cause I know that you don't like when I'm with nobody else. I couldn't help it, I put you through hell. I don't know why I run away. Oh boy, I make you cry when I run away. But take me back, 'cause I wanna stay. Save your tears for another. I realize that it's much too late, and you deserve someone better. Save your tears for another day. Save your tears for another day. I don't know why I run away. I'll make you cry when I run away. Save your tears for another day. I said save your tears for another day. Tears for another day. Tears for Save your tears for another day.
Ariana Grande with Save Your Tears. The song seems to be about making mistakes in matters of love and about self pity. I just stick to an optimistic song interpretation, as the melody tells me that. The song is from The Weeknd, a Canadian singer who made it in 2021, and later it was redone in combination with Ariana. And many things has changed then. And this made it into a real big hit, number one in the USA. Ariana, Ariana was born in 1993 in Boca Raton in Florida and has a very big career and made big numbers of hits. Another time, a bit more about her. This was our last song for tonight. As you know, we play for you well selected songs from mainly the 60s and the 70s. Big hits that are forgotten and special ones. Some of them you certainly will recognize as they are still often played or used for movies and commercials. We give a small story with each song. Radio Shelter plays only songs we love, and we hope we please you with our choice. And please do not forget to subscribe to our wonderful Radio Shelter and get every new broadcasting automatically on your device. Next, to push on subscribe, you should also push on the bell on the screen to make it all perfect and to enjoy us every Friday. We wish you a good and, of course, very safe week on behalf of Radio Shelter, Marina, and myself. And please tune in next Friday. And I'm Tony Eastern. So long.
Привіт усім! Мене звати Настя, і я співачка у дівочому поп-гурті Melody Girls of Ukraine тут, у Києві. Від щирого серця бажаю кожному з вас доброти, миру та любові.